The reason that I'm so hooked on evolution and work in that area is that it's fun, and it has the attraction of puzzles. It has so much potential to help in so many different fields. It's not just the looking at the past where we get our ideas, but we then take these ideas and say, what would happen if this or that happened in the future? If we use the things that have happened in the past as education, then here is our prediction of what will happen in the future. There are now 25 to 30 million men in China unable to find wives to marry. We predicted this would happen in our work in the 80s and 90s, and the government of China has actually taken steps to try to change the culture, which evolved over thousands of years. It started out as an evolutionary process, and it ends up having something to do with society. If there are now 6,000 linguistic groups on the planet, our idea was to make 6,000 samples. We called it the Human Genome Diversity Project, a collection of samples that represented the world of humans. No population's DNA would be lost. We can detect continental ancestry. If we have enough genetic markers, we could infer the migratory history of humans after they left Africa. Most people having ancestries in many different places. And it's a concept that I think needs to be taken seriously so that the word race could be removed from the English language. What race would you call them if they've got equal ancestry in China and Pakistan and Western Europe? Some of the things that I would like to do in the future have to do with the information about Africa. It's just tremendously interesting to ask what were the migratory patterns of the hunter-gatherer peoples before that exodus from Africa that happened between 60 and 70,000 years ago that went on to populate the rest of the world. These are all like detective mysteries that are so much fun to work on. None of this would have been possible without the great support and love of my wife and family.